Nice to see you. Do you know what awaits you today? The Lucky Parade. These are people who are really lucky in life, really fortunate. Or just guys and girls, and even one squirrel who got a lucky ticket. And they also were caught on camera at that moment. Let's get started. When it comes to the hunter's work, we imagine guns, traps, and other aggressive things. But really lucky people can catch their prey with their bare hands. Like bears. It's true that bears prefer to fish like this, and this guy hunts birds. Really, look, it literally just got into his palm. It was really a bird, a real hunter. It's a real hand, too. Anyway, it's pure luck. This one's for the books. Let's face it, we don't know what kind of relationship all the heroes in this video have. Maybe they met by accident when they came to see the mini monster trucks. But for some reason, I'd like to think this guy in a white t-shirt and white socks is the father of a little girl, because only the baby's father can have that skill and reaction speed. Only the father of a child and maybe Flash. Yeah, Barry, you've changed a lot over the summer. You know what happens when nobody is serious about security measures? Most often these stories end in injury, then fines, sometimes courts. Anyway, nothing pleasant, but sometimes luck is on the side of random people. What the hell? If we were this girl, we'd buy a lottery ticket immediately, or at least a cake. After all, today is clearly her second birthday. It doesn't feel good to get a baseball to the head. If that's ever happened to you, we feel for you. If not, don't try it. It's a 0 for 10. Try not to sit in the front row during a baseball game or get lucky like this guy.
I mean, look at that. Watch your lips.
That's what happens when you distract yourself from the game for just a second and then turn your head. Very, very on time. Look, he doesn't even seem to understand what happened. Have you seen any of the Final Destination movies? If not, here's the summary. Only there, the saw was more effective. In fact, it's much more interesting to imagine the face of the driver of this car. Just imagine it. We don't know when this picture was taken, but hopefully the guy is better today. It's just, take a look at this. So calm, so graceful. What a fool. What are you doing on the track?
Replay here. Oh, out the way. Look at that. Playing chicken with Felipe Nasr.
I mean, nothing scared it off? You know, the noise, the shaking of the asphalt, well, look at it. This guy's a risk taker. It's the video from the Olympics, so it's supposed to be that one of the athletes got lucky. How about a squirrel? A squirrel with a great love for snowboarding and a very modest sense of self-preservation ran down the hill right in front of the Austrian Daniela Ubing. Why? What the hell? Anyway, we have a lot of questions. And it was the girl's dexterity that helped the poor animal survive. Well, Daniela managed to win the race, too. Three-pointer without special training can be difficult. Even professional basketball players can't always do it.
30. Oh my gosh.
Especially when it's a step back, and even more so with one hand. This should be banned as an absolutely impossible task, but it turns out that it's impossible for anyone but a sports journalist.
Sean Gallagher trying out for the Globetrotters. Hey!
I can't believe you made it!
Reporter Sean Gallagher was just doing his job, that is, interviewing, when suddenly he decided to test his own skills. Neither the journalist, nor the cameraman, nor this guy had any idea that could happen. And yet, right in the basket. Hey, has he been invited to the NBA yet? Sometimes you buy a packet of cookies and there's one extra inside, or you get twin bananas, or double cheese on a cheeseburger when you didn't order it, or, well, anyway, you got it. What about a shark? Inside a shark. So it's not a factory setting. I mean, one shark wasn't built into the other in the first place. First, the smaller shark took the bait. It was a male. But before it could get out of the water, the female tiger shark swam up and swallowed the bait too, right with the little male. Not sure if she noticed him at all, but the researchers were really lucky. Two sharks for the price of one. Some of the luck cases we've shown you today can be called amazing. Some are weird, some are even shocking. But you can't watch this video without laughing. Carl, where are you? I can't see you. Something's dragging me, Frankie. I can't move. Why do I have to do all the work alone again? Frankie? What? I think I'm stuck.
How the hell did that happen?
As you can see, luck is an irreplaceable thing in baseball, and not just in the stands when the ball flies right in your face, but on the field, especially on the field. After all, only here can you hit 2 balls at once.
Holy
Seriously, 2, with 1 hit. What happens if you give this guy 2 bats or more? Sometimes when you look at some footage, you can't decide if the heroes of these videos are damn lucky or if they're very seriously in trouble. And here we have a great example. This video was filmed in South America in the summer of 2020. Yes, this is exactly what you thought. A pipe broke underneath the road and the asphalt started to collapse rapidly. The unfortunate Chevy, which was right above the failure, caught on the remnants of the asphalt only by a miracle, or rather with bumpers and wheels. This is exactly the situation where it was better not to breathe at all towards the car. Fortunately, it ended well. The Chevy was rescued, all neighboring cars were driven away, and the affected pipe was taken care of by specially trained people. Do you know these videos that only get better with every new viewing? Some even put them in a separate genre to watch and enjoy. Well, we found one of those videos. There are no funny falling cats in it, unfortunately, but there's a hell of a lot of luck. Seriously, you've also imagined that the skateboard is about to hit someone's leg, haven't you? And that, by the way, hurts pretty bad. But no, here we have the perfect match. You think all this was set up? How can you even set this up and not drop anyone in the process? You can't call this event 100% luck either, but the odds of something like this happening are 1 case per million, or more, or less. Honestly, we didn't count. The important thing is that 2 female football players suddenly clutched their shoelaces at the most important moment. One of them was just about to send the ball right into the goal when she caught the opponent's boot. Well, the save counts. But what's most surprising is that the shoes were still in place. Perhaps Cinderella's story would have ended differently and much faster if she'd come to the ball in boots. You avoid an accident. Perhaps the best way is to not get behind the wheel of a car. And if you did, then don't leave the garage. If you're on the road, you better watch out. Watch out! Stop thinking about the garage. Look out! Look out! Wow. But the most epic thing about this video is its end. Honestly, I'm not sure we can call it luck. Definitely not for an owner of a lower half of a car sandwich. Joey Janela is a famous professional wrestler from the United States. His achievements are enough for a rather long page on Wikipedia. But the main thing, of course, is not that. The main thing is Joey's stunning luck, which manifests itself in the most unexpected moments. What do you think will happen if you throw a folding chair? Most likely, you can say goodbye to the service, the new plasma, and a neighbor who is too fond of peeking through your windows. Oops, excuse me, Mrs. Smith. But Joey Janela knows how to handle folding chairs. Have you seen that? Have you? Now imagine you're going to buy a tank, but you're an ordinary man. We agree it's not the same as going to the bakery to get bread, but some people love to collect things like that. So a British collector named Nick Mead from Northamptonshire has an impressive fleet of 150 military vehicles. And one day he saw a tempting ad on eBay. Soviet T-54 tank was sold for a modest sum of $37,000. Pretty cheap for a combat vehicle. The tank was secondhand, so Nick decided to buy it. Like any normal person who bought a tank, the first thing the guy decided to do was check to see if there was any ammunition or traces of explosives left in the tank. Otherwise, it could have been a serious security risk. Then Nick was going to go through the tank piece by piece, and it turned out to be a good idea. There was a surprise inside the fuel tank.
What is it?
It's not a gun.
No. Seriously? Is that gold?
It looks like a gold bar to me.
5 gold bars, each weighing 12 pounds. Anyway, where else would you hide such a heavy treasure? 60 pounds more, 60 pounds less. Reliable mobile stash. The total value of ingots was around $2.5 million. That's what we call real luck. But Nick was a very honest guy and called the police.
Hello. We found umpteen bars of gold bullion in a Iraqi tank.
They immediately took the ingots for examination, and who knows if the collector will ever see them again. Well, that's it. You know what to do next, right? And anyone who likes this video will get lucky.